Alright guys, we're back out here, or I'm back out here and Benjamin's with me. And we're gonna see if we can find an arrow. Hopefully it's got a little blood on it. It'd be nice. Got a metal detector with me from my land surveying practice. Gonna see if we can find that broadhead. Should ring like crazy. And get out here, and I didn't tell you last night that yearling was milling around in that bean field across the river there for about an hour, and that's the typical behavior that will go on at the rut time. And I would say that Mama had herself a buck somewhere and was probably being tended and whatnot, so the youngsters kind of had to fend for themselves. But that was the only deer that I saw back in here, and it was a lone yearling, so it's kind of fun to watch. Eventually presented me a shot opportunity, but I ended up missing it. So we're going to see if we can go back in here and find this arrow and maybe get on a trail. So come on with us. Beautiful, beautiful Missouri hardwoods bottom here, folks. I just love it down in here. Beautiful. Alright, there's my stand, and it was about a 25-yard shot that I was looking at, and that's about where we're standing. So we're going to go ahead and whip out the metal detector and see if we can find this arrow. Well, we're not coming up with the arrow, guys, and I've searched it pretty well, so it might have made its way to the north in the deer. So now we have to head that direction and see if we can find some kind of a flaky blood trail. Alright guys, here's the arrow. Now, here's how it looks in the ground. This is how we found it right here. It broke off. I know this is my arrow. That's my Montec broadhead, and I can see some venison looking information on here. Some bloody areas. It's coated up pretty good. From the video last night, I couldn't tell if there was a kick or what. It was kind of dark. But I would guess the arrow penetrated, came out, and probably this backside broke off inside the deer. But I don't know for sure. But we're gonna keep on heading that direction now. I would say, what do you think, Benjamin? I don't know, we're maybe 30 yards north of where the shot penetrated the deer. So, and last night when I heard the deer, after I turned off the camera, maybe about 30 seconds, I would say I heard one of those, and then it really took off. So I don't know, maybe it realized it was hit or something. Something wasn't right anyway. But at any rate, we've got to pursue it in that direction, which would be north from the stand. So let's check it out. I forgot to tell you one thing. I'm going to use some surveyor's tape. Got a lot of this stuff because I are one. We're going to mark this area, and then we're going to go back over here and we're going to mark the spot where the arrow went in the deer. And that'll give us some kind of a line. You know, the deer's not going to run on a straight line, but at least it'll give us an idea of where we've been, and we can look back on it as we cover our additional ground.
My dad just paced off the distance from his shot to the arrow where we found it. It's about 23 yards.
Cool. So correction on the earlier 30 yards, right? No big deal, but just kind of a general idea. But it was about 23 yards, so. Alright guys, we just kind of walked a ways and kind of did this methodical search in a northerly direction, and eventually did come along some blood, some pretty heavy blood here at roughly about, I'd say 50 yards, and we're going to be careful of this, but Benjamin can come down in on this and show you what I found. He's going in on a real heavy piece right now. And then right here there's a really heavy leaf here, soaked up pretty good. There's a really good splotch right there. I don't know, that looks like it, I don't know, it's flaking, but it dried on there pretty good. We got to it before any kind of rains came in, so there's even some back here. So from where he's standing, I mean, we've got a pretty good little pathway that we can get marked up. Good deal. We're making good progress, guys. I got about 30 yards here marked from where we were. Looking good. The blood is heavy. Just found this. Sticks must have rubbed by this one here. And then real heavy stuff there. Hopefully we're getting close. This is fun. Alright, we're starting to see even heavier blood, guys. And this trail is leading out where Benjamin is following there. There's a spot where it kind of busts on out into that field, so we're gonna check that out. You know, up to this point we've probably gone a good 400 feet from the stand, and I don't know if you can see that pink back in there, but there's the trail we've been following, and there's been quite a bit of blood as we've been coming up out of that flat, and we're up in here above it now in this open area. That's pretty heavy there. Benjamin's got some more here. Yeah, it's getting heavier again. Right there and here. Yeah, we're getting close. And we got fresh droppings on the trail here too. Those are real fresh. And we're back into some more timber here on the north side. Now, we have been tracking this deer with the landowner for some time, and we doubled back to the stand, so I said, "Hey Benjamin, you want to climb up there?" And he said, "Yeah." So I don't know, we'll see if we can get back on this trail or something. I don't know, because we're just having a terrible time. We're finding all kinds of blood, but it's just all over the property. Well guys, this is a sad ending to this video, but we have just walked our little legs off, and we've utilized the landowner's help. He's walked it with us. Had a couple of dogs out here running around with us. That was nice, but no dice there. Found all kinds of sign. I think this deer was just running in circles. I think we're gonna hang it up. It's apparently not gonna find it. So may not be one of those life-threatening wounds. It's just we've walked for several hundred yards and we're not coming up with it. So we will be back on this property again for some more hunting, because this is a deer farm, I'm telling you. So until then, y'all, happy hunting.